Hi kids, I'm Mr. Langford and this is a video on understanding the difference between fiction and nonfiction. Again, understanding the difference between fiction and nonfiction. Fiction are books that are made up. The stories aren't real. They're not about real people or real events. And nonfiction books are books that are real, about real people and real events. I'm going to show you 3 of these. Let's start with something that is fiction. Marvin Redpost, class president. It's got a kid in it. Kids are real. It's got a family and friends and stuff, but it's not a true story. It's a made-up story, and it's got a bunch of drawings and illustrations like that. This is fiction. Here's a book on spiders. This is nonfiction. This is real. Real pictures of spiders. What they eat, what they're afraid of, or how they attack people and how they protect themselves, things like that. This is nonfiction. Here's a book. Pirates Don't Wear Pink Sunglasses. This is nonfiction. This is not real. The Bailey School kids. It's made up. It's got, again, it has some real kids in it, that sort of thing, but no one really exists in this book and no real events. Just made up. It's non-fiction. How about this? Here's a book about the Titanic. A lot of people have heard about the Titanic. It's a ship that sunk, the unsinkable ship. Look at this. It's got drawings. It's got pictures. It's got maps. All kinds of things in here telling about the Titanic and what happened to it. It's a real event. There really was a ship called the Titanic. These are real people with real names and what happened to them. This is non-fiction. One more for fiction. You heard about the Magic Treehouse books? Yeah. Now, there really are tornadoes. And if there was a tornado and you were a little kid, you probably would run from it. But this is made up. This is a made-up story telling about a tornado that starts off, these kids can time travel. We know that's not real. So this is fiction. Last one. Here's a story about Dr. Martin Luther King. He was a real person. This book tells about his life and talks about the cities and the places he visited. Here's a picture of him. Really, this guy, he really lived. And this book is non-fiction. So again, to review, fiction, non-fiction. Talk to your teacher about it, and it's something that everyone needs to learn, and ask your mom and dad if they know the difference between fiction and non-fiction. I'm Mr. Langford, and I'll see you next time.